What is up? What is up? Welcome to another episode of In the Blender with your host, Shake Money. And I got another guest today. He is pressed for some time, so let me bring him right in. The one, the only, Tyler Bruto. What is up, brother? How you doing?
What is going on?
You know how it is. Yeah, you seen what happened backstage. So you
Yeah,
already know
but
what's
it's
going.
still another. What is it? Another wonderful day where?
I'll tell you what it is.
Morning, Your Majesty. It is another beautiful day in Zamunda.
There we go.
That's what's up. What is up, everybody? How are you doing today? Man, what's up, Kane's Dolphin 89 in the building? What's going on, brother? How you doing? First one in. So I got this list from Pro Football, and being that you're a former running back, let's go over this list real quick and tell me your thoughts.
Okay.
All right, I'll give you the top five. Number 5, Jim Kick. Number 4, Mercury Morris. Number 3, Ronnie Brown. Number 2, Ricky Williams. And, of course, number 1, Larry Zonka.
Ooh.
What's up, Monty Fins? Thank you for coming through.
The only one I don't agree with, I would have to say, is Jim Kick.
Jim Kick?
He was more of a fullback. You know, you got Zonka and Mercury Morris on that squad. Dalvin Williams, I'd put up there.
Okay.
You know, held our record for rushing up for the longest time.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, and like you said, Larry Zonka was a fullback, so he was considered more of a fullback, correct?
No, he was more of a run. He ran the ball quite a bit out of the fullback position. I would consider him over Jim Kick.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Yeah. So let's get to brass tacks here. What made you a Dolphin fan?
Man, I grew up. It was brought in my DNA from my dad when I was young, man, sitting back watching on the couch, watching the games. You know, and just falling in love with it.
Yeah, I feel you. It's that's the same. How I became a Dolphin fan. DNA.
Yep, that's exactly it. It was when I grew up, like I told you before, all I had were the Hurricanes and Dolphins.
Yeah,
the only sports in Miami.
Yeah, because the Marlins didn't come till '93.
Nope.
The
Heat were the '80s.
Yeah, 89, 88, I believe.
Yeah. Yep.
So, and the Panthers was also in the '90s too. So we didn't have even hockey.
Yeah, we had nothing. We had Dolphins and Hurricanes down there.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, hey, not bad teams to root for.
Oh no, not at all.
So, anyway, so you played running back in high school, correct?
Yes.
So
yes,
what was your number? What was your number?
I had 23.
23, just like Ronnie Brown. I used to have the jersey in the back, but I got this new man cave thing back here. I'm gonna be decking out some more stuff.
I wanted 20, but it was taken.
Okay, 20. Barry Sanders. Well, I don't think Barry Sanders was running back at the time.
He was just coming in at the time, not too long after. But no, I like number 20 for some reason.
So what do you think of our running back situation?
1-year deals, all of them. I don't think even they're sold if they're only given 1-year deals. I like Mozart. Mozart has the speed, and he showed last year he could run hard. Yeah. That man was breaking tackles, yards after contact like crazy. I like Mozart. Jeff Wilson got a majority of his yards in San Fran, then came over.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
But I still like Jeff Wilson Jr.
And he was originally a Dolphin fan. I mean, a Miami Dolphin. Then he went to, of course, we let him go, let him walk, and he became San Francisco.
What, Mozart? Yeah.
And what's funny is that Super Bowl, San Francisco versus Chiefs, we had 2 running backs that we let go, Damian Williams and Raheem Mostert.
Yep. Damian Williams should have won the MVP of that game.
Yeah, especially with that big run that they won the Super Bowl.
Yep. He should have been the MVP hands down, but they gave it to the quarterback as they
Of
always
course they do. Of course they
We
do.
are the most running back is the most disrespected position in football.
Yeah, I agree 100% because at the end of the day, if you're one dimensional, it doesn't matter. I mean, for example, you look at the undefeated Patriots, right? They had
Yep.
it was all air, and once the Patriots figured out how to stop the air game, that's it. No Super Bowl for you.
Yeah. And it's just you got to look at
What's up, Scott Jackson?
we're running backs take a lot of abuse.
Yeah.
You have to be able to block, go out and pass routes. You're always doing something. Running the ball is not the only thing you do. So, you're always getting hit.
Who did you admire when you were growing up watching the Dolphins? What running backs? What made you a running back? Why did you become a running back? Why did you want to become a running back?
Because back when I watched football, running the game, it was running the running game and defense that won championships.
Yeah.
And when I was young, and I wanted the ball in my hand.
That's what's up. What was the all right? Twofold questions. What was the nastiest hit you got, and what was the nastiest hit you gave?
Ooh, nastiest hit I got freshman year practice. It's over the summer.
Oh damn! Practice. Holy shit.
Tracy Morgan, a safety that weighed 220. He played linebacker / safety because of his speed. Came and hit me so hard, my helmet was 10 yards away from me. I was laying on the ground like, couldn't breathe. I'm like, okay, welcome. Me and him became real good friends.
Okay, that's what's up. What was the nastiest hit you gave?
Oh, honestly, it was a block where I went down and I hit the guy right below the knees as he was trying to jump over me. I went up. He did a nice little flip and landed right on his back.
Damn.
So
what was if you had to pick a year? Like I always say, people, a favorite year of the Dolphins, like growing up, or your most memorable game that you could remember, what would it be?
Oh, it would have been the '84 season. I actually saw them in the Super Bowl. Didn't see them win. Cried like a baby afterwards. I'll be honest, I was only 10 years old at the time.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But I cried like a baby because we didn't win. But I thought we'd be back. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. I thought we'd be back.
Yeah, because that was a potent offense. What at the time? Listen, people don't realize this, but at the time, 5,000 yards was a feat that nobody did until they took out that no touching rule. Whatever, you can't touch the receiver. After that, then everybody started more and more wide receiver quarterbacks started getting those 5,000 yards.
48 touchdowns.
Yeah. And here's another weird stat. All right, Dan Marino got 48 touchdowns, right? Tom Brady got 50, and Eli got 55. All of them went to the Super Bowl, and all of them lost the Super Bowl.
Wait. Eli?
Not Eli. Peyton. Yeah, the year he went to.
Yep.
So Dolphins, the year they went to Marino went to the Super Bowl, he got 48 touchdowns and lost at the Super Bowl. Brady got 50 touchdowns, went to the Super Bowl, lost to the Super Bowl, and Peyton Manning, his first year in Denver, got 55 touchdowns, lost in the Super Bowl.
You can't win with that. The record you don't want to break, I guess.
Yeah.
You ain't winning at the end. You're not holding up the trophy.
Oh yeah, man. So if Tua gets 56 touchdowns, we're not winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, right.
Hey, but I tell you what, man. If Tua gets 50 Super Bowls, I already got the nickname for him, Hawaii 5-0. Won't that be a cool nickname?
I can't wait. I can't wait because I really think he has it.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, hey man, and I agree with you, man. But at the same time, it's McDaniels also has to stop being so stubborn as well.
Hmm. Why do you think I say a running game? I want to bring in a running back that's going to put fear in defense.
Yeah.
I want them to say, okay, do we put 8 in the box to stop the running back, or do we drop our linebackers to hold the middle of the field? You got to give them a choice, and that's the key right there. Because the minute you bring 8 in the box, Tyreek and Waddle are going to have that middle of the field to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You drop them back. If they start dropping back, you give it to the running back, and you're only worried about the defensive lineman. You're going to get a good chunk yardage right on first down.
Yeah. Once it's third and manageable, you'll be find yourself in a better situation.
And see, I know everybody says Cook fits us the best. I like Cook.
So
but
let me
Henry,
ask you,
man. Whew.
Yeah, any have you been into any games in person?
I had got season tickets for free one year.
Okay.
Went every game. My first game was with my uncle.
Okay.
He was a Buffalo Bills fan because he was from Buffalo.
Oh man, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but he took me to my first game in Miami, and it was Miami and Buffalo, and Miami won, so I was happy.
That's what's up. Yeah.
But yeah, I've been to many games growing up.
Yeah, for sure, man. And what was your favorite game that you seen in person?
It would be that Buffalo game would be number one, but a close second was when we beat Tennessee when Madison had 3 picks.
Oh, Madison. Oh yeah. Yeah, man.
So,
I'm always gonna remember my first game was when we beat Houston for the first time.
wasn't that with Lamar in the backfield?
Yeah, no. That we had Lamar Miller. Yeah.
Yeah. When he had those long runs.
Hell yeah. That and whatchamacallit,
They killed you rooting for a Kane that day.
Hey, what you do? Hey, I rooted against Gators on Sunday, so think about that. Think about this, man. And what must kill you is that you you had to root against Jim Kelly.
Yeah, but you know what? I've always said my Dolphins come first, my Hurricanes come second.
Exactly. That's how I feel about my Gators. Dolphins first. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Always gonna be the Dolphins. So what's going on? Bleezy's in the building. What's going on,
What's
Bleezy?
up, Bleezy?
Yeah, man. So, like I said, I know you're pressed for time. So let's do the numbers game, and then we'll build your team so you could get out of here. All right. So, like we always do, I'm gonna think of some random numbers. If somebody in chat wants to put the random some numbers up for me, I'll gladly use it. But I'm gonna think of some numbers here, and then you tell me the first player that comes to mind. All right.
Oh Lord, because my memory sucks sometimes.
Well,
Go for it.
Hey, like I said, just think of the first player that comes to your head. Right. 90.
Oh.
Trust me, I'm okay. Let's do another one. 92. There we go.
Well, no, 92. I want to say that was Gardner's number, wasn't it?
No, yeah, it was Daryl Gardner.
Yeah, because I remember how strong and how crazy of a man that guy was.
As a matter of fact, he kind of reminds me of. He was built just like Raekwon Davis.
No,
He's
Raekwon was round. Gardner was chiseled like a bodybuilder.
Yeah. All right.
And hold up, with 90, I think Steve Ettman wore that number when he came here. When he came from the Colts.
Okay.
And I remember the play where he grabbed 2 players, one with each arm, and because he didn't know who had the ball, and he tackled both of them in the backfield.
How about 20?
20 is not a Dolphin, unfortunately. You know that.
Yeah, I know, but there's been 20 Dolphin numbers with 20, so
not many. If you think about it, not many.
I could think of one right now. Play defense.
Yeah, defense to second safety, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Was that Jarvis?
Nope. Rashawn Jones.
Oh, Rashad Jones. Mr. Oh, you loved him then in that Texans game.
Oh yeah.
No, I have.
Hey, Michael K, what's going on? Thanks for the love, bro.
Oh, that's Michael K.
Yeah, for sure.
Buffalo fan.
Another one, John Avery.
And you know what's messed up? You know what's messed up? When we drafted him, I actually liked him out of college. How do you think my oldest son got his name?
All right.
My son's name is Avery.
Okay, that's what's up. All right. We got 3 numbers to go.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Hold on. I always think of some random numbers. All right, number 15.
Look at the bottle.
Yeah, number 15.
You're looking at the bottle.
15.
15. I don't know of any real good players with 15 in our history. See, I gotta have a cheat sheet here.
Come on, I'll throw you a bone. He's a Cane. He was a former Cane. Come on.
A former Cane.
That's on the roster.
Come on, you know I got to go with Jalen Phillips.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
That's the only one. That's the only one I can think of with 15. But I'm thinking old days. I'm trying to think of some old ones.
Well,
because I want to go back when I grew up.
Okay, Phillips, Javon Best was a good 15.
Javon Best, he lost his mind.
Yeah, he did. All right.
It was sad.
Number 91. Number 91. All right.
91.
Go ahead.
I was going to say you got to go with Wake.
And then finally, number 85.
My second favorite receiver in Dolphin history. I got to go with Duper there because Clayton was my favorite at 83.
Mm-hmm.
But Duper was my second favorite. Clayton, that man was amazing. And Marino had both of them, and it was so fun to watch because they were both. Think about this: two undersized outside receivers.
He agrees with you. He was a beast. Yeah.
Hey, doesn't that sound familiar?
What's that?
Two undersized outside receivers. Did you see how tall Duper and Clayton were? They were midgets compared to what you'd expect at receiver. And that's what we have right now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but and you know what's funny is at the time they were considered speed demons. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I know they weren't that fast, but at the same time,
Duper was fast. He had track speed.
Okay.
Clayton was that precise route runner. The man could break down and run any route, and he can get open off his route running.
Okay.
And that's where he would dominate because he'll break you down you'll watch corners. They have no hope with how he ran his routes.
Shout out to the homie Adam Sadowski, another Cane. Look at that. He's. I'm surrounded by Canes today. That's what's up.
Yep, it's all about the you.
Hey, it's your day, so I'm not going to argue. It's all about you. No pun intended. It's all about you today, so no pun intended.
No, but I just miss the old days, man. I really do. I miss Shula when he was coaching.
Yeah. When
you knew every year you were going to you had a chance. That's what we had growing up. Every year you knew there was a chance. Well, as long as you didn't have to worry about a snowplow game and stuff that really screwed us in the end, where we could have been to the Super Bowl again.
Yeah, man. I mean, we had some, like, I remember, and then of course we had the Ricky and Ronnie days. Those were good too, but
But I remember New England beating the Bears for the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Bears beat New England. I mean, they smoked New England, but we were the only team to beat the Bears that season.
Yeah.
We played again. We should have won the game in the AFC Championship, and it would have been us and the Bears again. And I think we would have beat them.
What was impressive though about that because like I said, I watched the '85 Bears versus Dolphins, right? And I noticed there was a lot of differences, how evolved the game had evolved. And I noticed that none of the wide receivers were wearing gloves.
Nope. And the most underrated Dolphin receiver was on that squad with Nat Moore.
Yeah, Matt Moore, former Gator, baby.
Nat Moore was a monster in the slot.
Yeah, the commentary was saying that he was supposed to retire that year, but he stayed one more year.
Yep.
Go ahead.
They never wore gloves. They never had any need. They caught everything with their hands.
Yeah.
Players today are spoiled.
And here's the thing, you know what I noticed? Even though, look, of course, people like eye aesthetics, you know what I'm saying? Something that
right.
Yeah, and the uniforms look nice today, but if you look at the padding they were in the 80s, there was a lot bigger. I mean, I know you don't have more, you trade a little more mobility, but back then you could get tackled and it you know what I'm saying? I think you were more protected back in the days than now.
You were. And to be honest with you, I don't know why that they shouldn't have done that, because if you look at how players evolve, look at how big and strong and fast the players are today compared to what they were then.
Well, if you think about it, though, I think that's why they minimized the pad, because a lot of these players couldn't be that fast, especially when you're when you got all these pads on.
Yeah, but if you look back on the old days, very few people ran the 4.3.
Yeah.
Now you go watch these college players coming out running 4.3 all over the place.
Yeah, and that's then Scott Jackson, you hit it right on the head, man. Duper, when I was watching that game, I'm like, damn, Duper had on a funny face mask, looked like a punter.
Yes, he had the one bar.
Yeah, but I think it was probably to see better, maybe.
Back then, they're not allowed to do that anymore. Period. Done.
Yeah, because it's easy to freaking gouge somebody's eyes out.
Yep. Yeah, but they weren't clean back then either. Now, come on.
That's true.
You know.
Right. So you ready to make your ultimate team, man? Let's do this team real quick, because I know you got to be on your way. So, quarterback, Pat White.
No. Oh yeah, definitely. Come on now. There's only one name to put there.
Marino.
Of course.
All right. Running back.
Ricky.
So I think, see, and you know what's funny is we gave up. If you think about it, we gave up more compensation for Ricky than we did for any of them. For if we do pick up the Dalvin Cook, I don't think we're going to give up as much compensation as we did for Ricky.
No, but Ricky was Ricky. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Remember we gave up a lot, but think about this. Think about what New Orleans gave up to give them. They gave up their whole draft.
That's true. So it was a good resale value. All right. Oh, what? By the way, what formation are you running?
I would have to get a fullback in there.
So, all right. Who's the fullback? Zonka?
I would definitely put Zonka there.
So, Scott Jackson, why are you pissed at Ricky? I mean, Ricky, yeah, because he chose the weed. He left us high and dry. I could see.
We ran him. We one stat was killing him. He needed the weed.
Mm-hmm. And how funny on 420.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Von Joe, what's going on, brother?
Parmalee, Mr. UPS man before he joined the Dolphins.
Bernie Parmalee, yeah, he was good. All right, how many wide receivers you got? 2?
I'm going with 2.
Who are they?
Clayton's got to be on my list.
Clayton.
And I'm gonna put Tyreek on the other side.
Tyreek.
Clayton only because he's my favorite Dolphin pretty much of all time.
Okay. Clayton and Tyreek. So he's gonna be like the tight end.
Keith Jackson. Remember when he was with us in Miami?
Yeah. He was drafted by Philly, if I'm not correct, right?
Yep. But we stole him out of Oklahoma. The Hurricanes beat him in college too.
That's what's up. Brandon Marshall is good too.
Well, he's a receiver.
Yeah. All right. So your O-line, how do you want to do your O-line?
I'm gonna put Richmond Webb. I gotta put Keith Sims next to him.
Sims.
And then of course Mr. Hall of Fame at center.
Who's that?
Oh, dude, I can't even remember his name. Jesus, my mind.
You're from the 70s?
No, he was with Marino in the beginning of his career. His career got cut short because of the Dwight Stevenson.
All right.
Mr. Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Now, right tackle. I'm gonna put. I think Laramie Tunsil played there a little bit.
Okay.
Because the way he traded, the trade he made for us was just awesome.
Mm-hmm. And how about the guard?
Kuchenberg.
I agree. Pouncey at center, another Gator. That's my Gator brother right here. At least I'm not
I
alone.
can't put Pouncey over Dwight Stevenson, called the greatest center to ever play the game, some people say.
Jake Long. He was a good one.
Yeah, but that would be your left tackle, and I'll take Richmond Webb. I take Richmond Webb over him any day of the week.
And then your guard?
Kuchenberg,
right? Kuchenberg, yeah. It's funny is that you say that Kim Bocamper says it's he's not walking, he's not going into the Hall of Fame until they put Kuchenberg in there, because he says not only was Kuchenberg all pro in 3 different positions, not Pro Bowl, all pro, but there was a time where his he had a broken back, whatever. He would from Saturday to Sunday. Saturday night he would get out the cat. He'll get cut out the cast. He'll get cut out the cast. Play that Sunday, and then after that Sunday he'll get back in the cask and play for the game. And then it's like he was a guy that did not stop him back.
And you know what's scary is those players back then played through all this,
and
they didn't even get paid close to the dollars that there is out there today.
No,
a lot of them had to have jobs.
Oh yeah. So and look at if you look at the XFL player, look at that for hey, what's up, Banana? How you doing, my brother? Thanks for stopping by. Please hit the like button. I'll appreciate that. No, but a lot of them, if you look at the XFL, USFL, I think those guys also like it for the game because they're not getting nowhere near as much money as these guys are. You know?
Right? It's
all right.
How much.
So how about defensive end? Defense. What defense you running? 4-3, 3-4?
I'm gonna do a 4-3.
Okay. Who are your defensive ends?
My defensive ends, I gotta have Wake on one side and I gotta put JT on the other.
Wake and JT.
God, tell me that's not a scary.
I mean, I think they played together, but as outside linebackers was as crazy.
Now, my interior, I'm gonna have to put Tim Bones, Space Eater.
By the way, it's safe to say, I like this. It's safe to say that players get paid way more and do way less as when it comes to training camp. Remember, in 2 days.
Yep, they used to have 3 a days.
Yeah, 4 days actually. Don't you look? They were talking about Don Shula's 4 days. What's going on?
I'd have Robert? To put Bowen. I would have to put the 2 Bs, Bowens and Bo Camper.
I appreciate that, Robert. Huh? Who?
My defensive tackles, Bowens and Bo Camper.
Oh man after my heart, bro. That Bo Kemper. Look, I never seen him play before, but when he did the audible, and
Yep.
he used to answer my questions, which I appreciated. He butchered my last name, but who cares? You know what I mean? But yeah, I was a big Bo Camper fan. Well, Bo Camper and who? What else again?
Tim Bowens. I
Tim
love Tim
Bowens.
Bowens watching him play.
By the way, did you ever hear? You should hear in the Fish podcast with what's up, G? How you doing? Thank you, brother. You should hear in the Fish Tank podcast with Steph Levitt and OJ.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Did you hear the specifically the Bo Camper one?
No.
Okay. This was before the draft, and of course, this was he said 17 rounds. Okay, there was no ESPN coverage, so nobody know who was
right.
picked. So they say, "Give me your number." Every team was like, "Give me a contact number," so teams could call you. So anyway, so he gets a phone call. He says, "Hey, I'm such and such of the Cincinnati Bengals, and we're going to select you with your first round. What do you think?" He goes, "Oh man, I'll be ecstatic to become a member of the Cincinnati Bengals." And the guy goes, "Fuck you." And he hung up, and it was his buddy playing a prank on him.
Oh God.
He said, "He goes, that was the
wrong.
best." I know. He goes, "You stupid." He goes, "Yeah, man." But he says, he goes, luckily he got picked. He goes, Don Shula's secretary called him, and he's like, "Dude, you should hear that." I tell you what, Bo Camper on. I reckon anybody listen to Bo Camper in the Fish podcast. That shit will crack you up. He was also talking about how his time and he was originally supposed to be the guy when Ace Ventura the guy was at the urinal, and he just started walking away, swishing away. He was supposed to be that guy, but the schedules got messed up, so he ended up being the shower guy. He said, which he thanked God. So, all right, who are your linebackers? What's up, Color? How you doing, my brother? And
Come on now, I'm putting the Hall of Famer in the middle.
Zach Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Zach Attack. Okay, who are your outsides?
Guy that you all don't. A lot of the Dolphin fans don't remember him, but Hugh Green was an amazing player that came over to us from Tampa Bay, and he had a couple good years before he did fall off the cliff because of injuries.
Okay.
And I remember a guy who played linebacker for us outside for a little while, and he had no choice because he was on the field with Zach Thomas, and that's Junior Seau.
Oh man, Mr. Seau, number 55.
Yeah, we had number 55 on the outside and Zach at 54 on the end.
Oh yeah, and then we had Jason Taylor. That was a scary defense.
Very.
Oh yeah, and don't forget the Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain.
Oh God.
Yeah, man. God damn. I think I'm gonna cry now because God damn with that defense.
If we would have had that defense in Marino's prime.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what the other teams would be saying coming to Miami.
Like I said, two things I'll never forgive Jimmy Johnson for was number one, not drafting Randy Moss, and number two, because Moss and Marino, and giving the freaking keys.
Do you remember who we drafted instead of Moss?
Avery, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, but hey, c'est la vie. Who are your cornerbacks?
I'm gonna have to go with Madison. I like Madison.
And who else?
And I'm putting X on the list.
Okay, Madison and X. All right, Madison and his coach. X and his coach.
Yep. Now, safety, I'm going to go with one of my favorites just because he was one of my favorites. And the funny part of it is he's a Gator.
Okay, cool. Who?
I liked Oliver.
Louis Oliver? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, him in the strong safety with how big he was. And then I'm putting Rashad Jones.
Rashad Jones. Oh yeah, this is if you guys I tell you what, in the box, this is a like for instance a run stop heavy defense.
Very much so. But you still have X and you still have Madison who can cover their asses off.
Yeah, you could play pretty much 8-on-8 or 9-on-9, whatever.
So that's how I would do it.
All right, man. Any final thoughts before you head out, brother? And let me tell you something, man. I remember we've been down since Larry L started the Phin-Addict, man.
Yep.
We've been talking.
You're one of the great friends I have in this community, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for you.
Yep. So, what are your final thoughts, my brother, before we wrap this up? Let's
all put this fighting, put it away for now. Let's see how this season goes. This is the most talented roster
I
have ever seen in a Miami as a Miami fan. And let's see how the season goes before we start trying to kill each other. Let's enjoy it. Let's try. Yeah. If we're going to be fighting this whole time, we're not going to enjoy the ride.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy the ride regardless. Listen, at the end of the day, like I said, one of my favorite poems was, I read that smoking was bad, so I stopped smoking. I read that drinking was bad, so I stopped drinking. I read fucking was bad, so I stopped reading. So that's what I do. That's what I do with these. I don't read comment sections. I don't read Twitter. So if it's gonna be negative, you know what? I'll enjoy. I'm gonna celebrate, especially with Larry K.
You know, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. We're all Dolphin fans. We all want the same thing. We just have a different way of looking at getting there. But if we get there, who gives a damn?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like you said, you ain't whistling Dixie, man. I tell you, it's just like with the Marlins. A lot of see, look, me and you, we've seen our college teams win a championship. We know how that is. Yep. We've seen our basketball, which we both root for the Heat. We've seen the Marlins win a championship. So
I'm a Marlins fan.
Yeah, so
I've seen them win twice. So
yeah, we just waiting for that. And you know what's crazy? The team that didn't give us a championship is the team that we love the most. Ain't that some shit?
That is a bitch right there. What did I do in my past life to deserve this karma, man? And it's not even just that. The team in our division that we hate has the most championships. That's even more. It's like Jesus.
I think Dolphin fans have Stockholm syndrome. I think.
Yeah, you know who and I've said this also. I respect the young fans.
Yeah.
Because the Dolphins haven't given them a reason to be a fan, and they still are. At least we had our old days where we saw consistent winning. You know, we had to have consistent winning, or Shula wouldn't be the winningest coach. So we had our consistent winning.
Yeah, man. But like I said, man, you know, the one thing about the show is once in July, my last episode is going to be in July. And that's a good thing because once the last episode airs, you know what that means?
Holding up a trophy, hopefully.
No, we got preseason right around the corner. So football will be back once the of course I'm gonna still be on Larry K's show.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. You still got to have this.
What's that?
I like this show, man. There's so many people you could bring up still.
Yeah, but like I said, I know I'm still gonna do it. But this is season 1. Season 2 is gonna be after the Super Bowl.
Let me ask you, who do you think we take at number 51?
I'm hoping a tight end. You know what I mean? Get him in there acclimated.
I can agree with that, depending on who it is.
Mm-hmm. Or either that or offensive line.
That's what I want. I want to get a guard and a offensive tackle.
Yeah, but knowing the Dolphins,
a center and an offensive tackle, because Williams can play guard well.
Yeah, but Yeah, that's what we hope for, man. But like I said, no, in the blender, we're gonna do that. See, I like to do it after the football season, so we can reflect whatever. Reason I don't do it during the season, so we can focus solely on the season. But no, we're gonna do panels. I'm gonna do other shows as well. You know what I mean? I might do one-on-one shows. You know what I'm saying? Where I have guests where we could talk about, we could focus on the actual current season.
Let me tell you something. You have to have a special in the blender if we win the Super Bowl.
Oh, for sure.
And you know who I want on there, right?
Who's that? Pete.
Pete.
Yeah, he's one of the most requested guests. Him.
If we win the Super Bowl, though, he has to be on that one because I want to hear what he talks about then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, we got I got Chef Jew. Hopefully, will be coming soon. I don't know if it's gonna be pre-recorded or live. Chef Jew. I'm booking him.
Chef Jew. He's an awesome human being.
A guy named Anthony Pellicino. He's on from the. Are you part of? Do you follow the Dolphins Den?
No.
I'll send you an invite. I'm one of the admins there, and because this is where this is streaming as well. It's called the Dolphins Den.
Right. Definitely do that.
Yeah, man. And I'm working on guests, so it's I'm gonna do this Friday, the 28th on draft day. I'm gonna be live on this channel interviewing Batman on location.
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna be like, damn, I'm jealous where they're at.
Yeah, this is gonna be before the Batman. And then after we're done with the shows, we're gonna air Batman's. We're gonna be on Batman's channel, and we're gonna do the draft party. So,
all right, my friend.
All right, my brother. You be safe, and once again, thank you for. Be
Not
safe,
a problem.
Brother.
Nothing but love, man.
Same here. Good night, brother.
Good night.
And that was my man Todd Labruto, man. Thank you again for coming on. Like I said, man, we had so many good running backs over the years, and that's one thing I like about interviewing the old school guys like me, man, because we could talk about so many good memories and so many fond things that we could think of. You know what I mean? Hopefully, those glory days are just around the corner, man. I want to thank everybody who commented and liked the channel. I am out.